Jules, how difficult is it for Christophe Galtier in this moment? He is a manager that's renowned for nurturing, discipline, understanding the cohesion of a squad. It's why he was so successful with other clubs, including Lille, of course, and Luis Campos to that point, actually. How are those two thinking about this from a practical standpoint? And is it that bad for PSG if they say bye-bye? Because, you know, top of the league, Champions League, doing well. You take out Mbappe out of that equation. Does the castle completely come tumbling down?
I don't know if you come tumbling down. The thing is, you will have to replace him. And right now, apart from Erling Haaland, and I guess someone like Vinicius Jr., there's not many players who can come in and you say, okay, we've lost an incredible talent, but look, we've signed another one. There's not that many like Kylian, whether we like him or not, whether we like what's happening right now or not. This is the truth. Like Ali said, he's a generational talent. There's a Rafael Leao, for example, who's I think will be very high on the shortlist at PSG if Kylian was to go. But it's hard to tell until we know who is replacing him to see if the team will be better or worse with or without him, that kind of stuff. And especially that Messi obviously is coming at the end of his 2-year deal. There's a 3rd year in option, but that both PSG and Messi have to trigger together. So that it's not given that Messi will say, okay, yeah, I want to stay and extend his deal in Paris, because he might well say, I don't want to stay. I'm off to MLS, Barcelona, Argentina, wherever. So that's tricky, because if all of your 3 big stars, suddenly you find yourself with no Messi, no Mbappe, and only a 31 in February year-old Neymar, then it's a different story, and the rebuild starts there, and it might not be easy. If you're Galtier right now, and he avoided the questions yesterday before the game, after the game against Benfica, he didn't want to talk about it. I think he knew it was coming. Anyway, as we said earlier, it was brewing. Luis Campos denied the story by saying, Kylian never told me he wanted to leave, which is not what we've been reporting. We didn't say that he told him. We said that he wants to go now. They will have that sit down, that meeting, and they will say what they have to say to each other. But if you're PSG right now, it's a difficult situation. What the Qatari wanted was to have Messi and Neymar and Mbappe as PSG player for the World Cup. And they will have that regardless now, because Mbappe cannot move before January anyway. So on that point, the Mbappe sort of mission back in May and in the summer was a success, because this is what they wanted and they have it. And they will have a World Cup in Qatar with the 3 PSG players, 3 of the biggest players in the world, playing for them, still for their club. After that, I don't think anyone right now can predict what will happen.
So that's why I want to end this with a one-word answer. We're in January. It's after the World Cup. Everything is done. Is Mbappe a PSG player come January, mid-January? Ale Moreno.
One-word answer, yes, he is.
All right. Well, that's 3, but it's okay. I know what you Jules, what about you?
It's not my strength.
Because Ali said yes, I'll say no. I'll say that he will win that battle. Like he won the battle in May, even if now he regrets it. So I would go for no. He will get the move that he wants.
All right.
That's definitely like, more than 1.
Yeah, that was like 150.
I'm like you, Ali. I can't do it.
Well, we're in a yes and we're in a no. At this point, I'm going more with Jules here. I don't think he will stay. And again, I didn't even say one word. But there you have it. The castle at PSG is looking very, very shaky indeed. The superstar, Kylian Mbappe, wants out. We will have to see. Maybe not next week, maybe not next month, but definitely in the near future, if indeed he will stay in Paris.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.